Hey, welcome YouTube. This is going to be a Homebrew Wednesday for Wednesday, November 14th. I'm shooting this significantly early because on Wednesday, November 14th, I'm going to be drunk. Um, I've made up my mind right here tonight that the first keg I'm going to tap at deer camp will be my Craig Tube Porter. Basically, what's happened is the last couple of weeks have been crazy busy. I just been so much stuff going on. Um, Beard's finally starting to come back in. Of course, we're going to turn that into a mustache here soon. But I finally got a little bit of a break. About to go out of town for the weekend with the wife before deer camp. And I'm sitting here tonight. I'm trying to catch up with my Homebrew Wednesday watching. And there's so many of us. I had no idea there were like 151 of us or 152, however many SJ4 said there were. I don't subscribe to that many, but I subscribe to a lot of you. And I watch your videos and I enjoy them. I truly do. Tonight I'm watching, I'm catching up on CraigTube. I realized I was like 4 behind, which is a ton since some of his are like 25 minutes long. And I sat in here and I'm watching him and having a blast, as I always do. And Craig, love your videos. Great stuff. And drinking, actually what I was drinking is brown from a local brew pub. I enjoyed quite a bit. And actually I'm about to drink a Founder's Breakfast Stout, one I haven't tried before. And I'll tell you how it is here in a second. But my fridge is sitting at around 5 degrees Celsius, so I'm going to let that warm a little bit before I try it. And then I was thinking, you know what, I really ought to shoot this Homebrew Wednesday because I'm not going to be around to shoot it next week. I'm going to be at deer camp, and I'd hate to miss just because I'm going to be out of town and when I have the time to do it. And so I'm shooting it. Now, I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about or how long I'm going to go, but here we go. We're not going to... see, I wish that would warm just a little bit. I could pause, but I'm not going to. We'll talk about how the kegging's going. The kegging is going really well. I can't imagine that I'll ever go back to bottles, per se. I have the phone is that I'm recording with is plugged into the computer at the moment, but there's the kegerator. I think that may move, but it's still going to be in this room. That is not where I'm going to dispense from deer camp. Actually, I think I'm going to take the fermentation chamber that's in the garage, the bigger freezer, throw that in the back of my truck and take that to deer camp. I have the IPA that's in there. That I'll put in the keg on the 14th on Homebrew Wednesday. I think I'll cold crash that the day before, put that into the keg on Wednesday, and then take the whole keezer out to camp, and I will dispense in that. And so I had been planning on a 4th corny keg from a local homebrew shop, but they're going to be behind. I had in this week's Homebrew Wednesday, just last week's Homebrew Wednesday, that they're behind in production. So when I had emailed them, they had said that they would be unavailable for such things. Now I am going to try to get a couple of growlers filled, and so I'll try to. I have one of their growlers. I have 2 growlers from another place that I'm going to probably get filled for deer camp. We'll take those with us. But so the 3 that I'm going to take, 15 gallons I'm taking to camp, and I'm primarily only going for like 4 days, 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 days. I'm taking 15 gallons, but I have my all grain porter, my Craig Tube porter, and the IPA that I have that's coming ready. And like I said, I'm sitting here watching Craig Tube, and I'm definitely starting with Craig Tube porter. I think I'm going to split them up, so I think I'm going to do the IPA second, and then go back to the other porter to wrap it up. And that's going to be the beer schedule for deer camp. I will try to shoot some videos from camp on the phone here, so that the week after I'll have some stuff to put on there. Um, Hopefully the dog's not coming through too much in the video. The dog is a little whiny at the moment. The dog sleeps in this room. Alright, let's give this a little taste and see how it is. Like I said, it's probably a little chilly yet, but this is supposed to be a double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. Well, that's a mouthful. But and that's kind of what I did. I did a chocolate oatmeal breakfast stout when I did my first stout. That's an awful lot. I'm not sure that I will go that route the next time, but the next time I do a stout, although I've moved to porters and I kind of like those. So nice. Not getting a lot of chocolate yet, but like I said, it's awful cold. It's 8.3%, so it's a jump up at you. Let me take a little bigger drink here and see what I get. Not getting much on the nose, but I've had a few, so my nose goes a little south on me pretty early on in the process. Which is why I really wish I had waited later, or waited till a different day to do the tasting on Jake's than a day when I was 3 sheets to the wind. It's not bad, I like it, but I think it's still a little cold. It's a little bitter, there's a little bit of chocolate there. I don't really get the mouthfeel that I would expect from an oatmeal, but from a stout. But you know, it's still pretty cold because it's really got no head to speak of yet, and I know it's not my glass, and so I'm guessing it's just temperature. It's just a little chilly yet. We'll let that warm up just a little bit. We'll get back to that. But I'm watching Craig, and basically going to devote a couple of minutes here to Craig too. We'll do a little homage to both Craig and the social guy did one. I think Jake did a How I Got Into Brewing. Certainly give a shout out to S.J. Poor, the inventor of the Homebrew Wednesday, without whom I'm not sure that I would have stumbled into Craig's videos and found his originals, because his weren't actually the first ones. Terp Korean Kid there is the videos that I first ran into, and from those got to the Craig videos. And to be honest, his videos seemed awful technical at the time. Now that I watch them now with a little better base knowledge, not such a big deal. I actually like his videos, but from there I got to Craig's videos, and Craig's videos really pulled me in. And I know I've talked about this in the past, but basically what happened was I didn't like beer. I didn't think. I knew I liked, I liked some heavy stouts, and I liked some dark beers. Mostly I drank tequila. And I knew I didn't like Bud Light, Miller Lite. It really didn't like the taste. I said, why would you drink that? It tastes like crap. Right from the beginning, I knew I didn't like macros. And so then I have a buddy who is a home brewer, and he belongs to a home brewing club, which became my home brewing club. And we started going to some of these new micros, these brew pubs, and I was always having whatever the darkest thing they had, but I liked them all. And at some point, what's the darkest thing? Oh, we have a brown, but it's not ready yet. It won't be ready till tomorrow. I said, oh, okay, well, it's the darkest thing you got, so we don't have anything dark. I'm like, well, I don't know what I had. I had a, Blonde, probably not. I probably had a Belgian. Try this Belgian. I said, all right, I'll try it. And like, yeah, that tastes pretty good. Um, so then, I don't know, it was a couple of trips later. I said, well, I really don't like really, really bitter, I don't think. So, well, try this IPA. So I tried the IPA. And, well, holy crap, I did like it. And so then I found that what I really liked was well-made beers. And so then I started looking into the microbreweries and the craft breweries. And so then I started looking online because my buddy keeps talking about he's making his own. I'm like, well, yeah, okay, well, let's take a look. And as some of you that follow me know, 15, 20 years ago, I did mead, and I did that a few times, and that was okay. And the first couple came out good, and then I had one that came out way too strong, and it took about 15 years to settle down and taste good, and it does taste good. And I have those in boxes for Craig and Jake. I just gotta sort that out and get those in the mail. But and so I started watching the Craig's videos and went, I think I can try this, and was did one extract batch, then extract kit batch, and then I did it with specialty grains. Then I did an extract batch where I made the recipe in Beersmith, and then I did a brew in the bag batch, and then I did another extract batch, and then I did all grain. And now I'm on batch. I can tell you if I was to look at this little card over here, it'll tell me the number. Batch 17 is what's out there in the fermenter, and so it's been a busy year. But I wouldn't be here without Craig too. There's no way, if Craig Fairway wasn't putting those videos up there, that I would be sitting here brewing my own beer, and certainly not making videos about it. And I know that I've always said that I liked his videos and that they inspire me, but I'm not sure that I ever said, thank you, Craig. I am so grateful that you did what you did. It's why I do what I do. Cheers, 17. Let's try this beer again. Oh yeah, see, needed just a few degrees. Not bad. Founders, another Michigan brewery, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. I live in Michigan. Michigan has some of the great craft brewers in the country are from Michigan. Founders and Bell's and lots of others. But instead of going into a list of those guys, I'm going to wrap this up because we're already, I see, at quite a few minutes after I put a beginning and an end on this thing. It's going to be up around 15 minutes, and that's about the max I like to go. But cheers, 17. Hope everybody's having a blast. You can rest assured that right now, if you're watching this on Wednesday, I am having a blast. I am at deer camp, and I'll be back next week with who knows what kind of video and who knows what kind of story. Cheers, 17.